We live in a world that's constantly screaming for you to share everything. Go live, post your thoughts, tell everyone what you're up to. But what if the greatest power, the real strength, lies in what you conceal? We're always told transparency is a good thing, but today we're going to dig into a different kind of wisdom, a much older and, a more ruthless strategy for protecting yourself. It's time to uncover the Machiavellian art of silence.
Now listen, this isn't just some clever quote you'd stick on a poster, right? This is a straight-up Machiavellian warning. It's a core principle that in the big game of life and power, letting people see your true self too easily or too quickly is a massive mistake. The more they really know you, well, the easier you are to break. Every single time you speak, you're handing someone a piece of your personal story. So the question is, are you actually controlling that narrative, or are you just giving them the weapons to write it for you? This whole explainer is about taking back that control by learning what to keep locked away. Okay, let's start with the most dangerous territory of all, your own mind. We're going to look at the secrets of your inner world. The parts of you that, if they get exposed, can be used to completely dismantle you from the inside out. Think of these 4 things as a map, a direct map to your emotional core. When you share your weaknesses, your feuds, all that family chaos, or your past failures, you're not just being open. You're literally handing over the blueprint of your own vulnerabilities.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The common impulse, what we're all tempted to do, is to broadcast our pain, right? We're looking for support, for someone to say, I get it. But the Machiavellian strategy, it's to master those wounds in private. Why? Simple. A public wound makes you look like a target, not a survivor.
And here's the brutal, honest-to-God truth. The people who will hurt you the most are almost always the ones you trust with your deepest vulnerabilities. They listen, they nod sympathetically, and they file it all away. Your pain literally becomes ammunition, just waiting to be fired back at you the second it serves their purpose.
So the bottom line is this. Your personal chaos, once you make it public, it becomes leverage for other people. Your heartbreak turns into their office gossip, your trauma becomes their entertainment, and every single confession just chips away at the respect you command.
All right, so we've covered the inner world. Now let's shift gears and talk about the outer world. If your inner world is all about guarding your core, your outer world is about protecting your forward momentum. This is where silence becomes an incredible tool for strategic advancement.
Picture this. You've got this huge plan, a big, bold move you're about to make. The trap is to announce it to everybody, because this invites 2 things. 1, sabotage from your competitors, and 2, maybe even worse, doubt from the insecure people around you. They inject their fears into your plan, and bam, your momentum is dead before you've even started. And this is exactly how it plays out. It starts with you, excited, sharing your vision. Then comes the so-called advice, disguised as concern. Oh, are you sure that's a smart idea? And suddenly their fear becomes your burden. You start to hesitate. Look, you don't need anyone's permission to evolve. Just move in silence.
Oh boy, this next secret, this is one that most people have to learn the hard way. Talking about your income doesn't bring you respect. It brings you judgment, it brings you jealousy, and it brings you a long line of people who suddenly think you owe them something. Your wallet becomes a target on your back.
You see, the real power isn't in showing off what you have. It's in being underestimated. It's a massive advantage. When they don't know your resources, they don't see you coming. They don't put up their defenses. Your silence about your financial status is your greatest strategic weapon.
Okay, this one is huge. We've talked about your next move, but what about the grand vision? The empire you want to build in 5 or 10 years? Why is sharing that so incredibly dangerous?
Here's the psychological trap, and it is a sneaky one. When you tell people your huge, amazing goal and they go, wow, that's incredible, your brain gets a little hit of dopamine. It feels good. It feels like you've already accomplished something. And that feeling, it kills the hunger. It snuffs out the internal fire you actually need to do the years of brutal, hard work.
So when you pull all these threads together, what do you get? What does it all add up to? It's about cultivating one of the most powerful assets a person can possibly have in this competitive world, being completely unreadable.
Let's be really clear about this. This is not about being some shady, secretive hermit. Not at all. It's about strategic information control. When people can't predict your next move, when they can't pinpoint your weakness, and when they can't slap a label on you, they cannot control you. Mystery commands respect. Think about it. You don't get ahead by telling everyone how hard you're gonna work or the amazing things you're about to do. No.
Power lies in execution. Let your results be the thunderclap that follows the lightning flash of your silent, decisive action.
If you take only one single thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this. To be fully known is to be fully vulnerable. Every secret you keep, every plan you hold close to your chest, every weakness you master in private, that's a piece of yourself that you refuse to let the world own.
So as we wrap this up, I want you to ask yourself this, honestly. What parts of your story, your ambition, your pain, have you been just giving away for free? They can't attack a target they can't see. So, starting today, what will you choose to protect inside the powerful fortress of your silence?